There we go. Good morning. Good morning, David. Thank you for joining me here.
Good morning.
You're a bit soft that side. Let me see if I can boost you a bit. There we go. Right, so I'm not sure how many guys are here already, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including me. Morning, Tommy. Right, so I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. This is with orthos. This is Christer's fixed up LIMJ from his Google Drive, and then just with my orthos. So gives you a bit of a better indication. Now, in real world, we've got docks and things here. You know, those massive things they put the containers on the ships with and stuff, which obviously isn't rendered in the scenery here. Makes for a challenge to come in there on 2.8. But anyway, one of those things. So, yeah, Tommy, nice view. I like it. I like it. Let's just quickly go a little bit higher. Very nice, very nice. So, good morning, Geert. Good morning, Rob. Hello, Christer. Christer, this is your scenery, by the way. I put it in quickly. Thank you so much. Right, so I'm not sure how far the other guys are. I think they're kind of ahead of me because I was busy with way too many different things this morning. So I'm going to start setting up now. Yeah, thanks, man. Much appreciated. I tell you what, I'm still loving my Zink. Oh boy, Sid did a good job here.
Hello, Nico.
Grounded to cockpit.
Hello.
Acknowledged. Call me through the menu.
I'm on the camera.
No, you can't have the camera. It's too hot here.
Too hot?
Yeah, it's too hot. Yeah. I'm not going to switch on my camera because there's no light. So it's in the darkness and I'm sitting here topless. I don't want to lose the little bit of viewers I have left. Okay. Good morning,
I am on the camera. I don't request you.
Okay. Yeah, I can look at your camera. I don't mind.
By the way, man, you are a man. Why I wanted to see you on camera?
No, I'm just defensive. That's all. You know, very defensive so early in the morning.
I see, but if you were a woman, okay, we would consider that.
Okay, but I get it. You're not interested. That's perfectly fine by me.
Of course, I don't want to see an ugly man in front of me in the morning.
You're getting personal now. Why am I not getting... I'm pretty sure I made this thing. Mercator.
Do you have someone from IBA World Tour Authority?
I know plenty of them, but what do you mean? There's nobody here.
I am waiting for an approval from 2 o'clock in the morning for a leg.
Okay, no, I don't know anybody there. Press Control F5. Maybe you need to just refresh your screen, your browser page.
I did many times.
Okay,
they are sleeping. They are sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. So give them a chance, man. Listen, guys, and just for the record, okay? Anybody complaining in public about IVAO, I'm going to kick you. You can come back later, but I will not be able to entertain or allow any complaints against IVAO publicly, okay? I'm in a terrible position and I get caught in a vice grip every time. So be careful what you say and how you say. If you've got a problem with IVAO, take it up with him personally. Please don't put it on the stream. It's not supposed to go public, okay?
What happened?
No, nothing. It's just, I'm just asking nicely.
Okay.
See, there's an old story that says with great power comes great responsibility, right? So as an IVAO partner, as a VA partner, and all these partnerships and everything that we do, okay, the idea is to promote, not demote the network. You understand? So if you've got a problem, it's a personal thing. You take it to them. I don't get involved with that. If I have a problem, I do the same. I take it up with them. But we're not going to allow that anymore.
Okay, someone calls you.
Hello, good morning to you, sir. Skymatix 047 requested clearance as follows.
Uncle John is on the wrong frequency. Uncle John, you're on the
In
wrong
the live?
frequency. You need to switch to the tower frequency, sir.
Yes, I agree with you. In the life, yes, he's in the wrong frequency. I agree.
Yeah. Right. So, okay. I need to get my map going quickly, gents. Just give me a second. I'm busy sorting that out.
They are probably going to reject my last leg
Why?
because after landing, my airplane started turning around itself madly. I checked the flight tracker. It was about 9,000 knots. Maybe due to the scenery issue, but however, we will see. I have reported that issue as well in the
All
IREP.
right. Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
also I have written, I know Nico from Skymatix Airlines in parentheses.
Okay. So you're trying to use my good name. You see why we need to protect this good name, ne?
Yeah, exactly. Nico de Buru.
Yeah. Hello, Alex. Good morning. Yeah, all good. Yeah, hope you okay that side too. I'm just saving this thing quickly so I can go grab it. All right, that is our flight route for today. My goodness. Okay, so last night, those guys who were on the stream know that I said we're probably going to fly to Lowy. And then I looked at those legs in my assignments. Oh my goodness, no, they were horrible legs there. So I refreshed it. And now I've got better legs. I think the longest flight now is like 2.5 hours maybe. All right, so yeah, now we're going this way. But the reason I say, oh my goodness, is every single flight in the VA had to be updated in my roster. So guys, if you get assignments and you figure out that those legs are broken, you don't have to do a whole investigation. All you do is you say, sorry, it's not working. Give me the flight number. I'll go check it out. I'll run it through Eurocontrol and we'll get a proper flight. Okay. And the funny thing is, all the flights that I checked this morning, except David, your one. Where's David? Is he still here? I'm looking at the wrong place. Yes, David.
Yeah,
You know
Yep,
that
I'm still here.
that one LPPR EGSS, okay? There's no Eurocontrol route from EGSS to LPPR. The other way around, yeah. First one I picked, it worked. But I had to just improvise. To give you a silly example, I don't know. So these routes are a good guide, gentlemen, but if there's a problem, you need to report it in the broken route room here in Discord, please. Let's see what Rob says. Almost no difference. Rob, yeah, no, you're lucky. Man, I got like double or 3 times my FPS. The performance increase is phenomenal. It is unbelievable. I have never ever had X-Plane perform like this. It's just, wow. It's just amazing. Thank goodness it's weekend. Yeah. I tell you what, this morning when I woke up, I also said to myself, it's funny, we all live weekend to weekend now. I mean, I had the same idea. Thank goodness it's weekend. Jeffrey, you are descending with the Zibo. Excellent. Hope you enjoy it. Right, so we did that. Now we need to do this. Let's start loading this aircraft. One of the nice things about the new VA is that the difference in your load is much greater than in the previous one. I tweaked the parameters a little bit, and I think Disposable Hero in the background also changed the algorithm a little bit. So you don't get 19.6 the whole time. It's now all over the show. It's actually quite nice. You see, now we've got 19.5. So it's not like, oh, same old the whole time. It's really cool. That helps. Right, better push back. All those things are done. So let's get some life into this baby.
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Keep on forgetting to ask Zibo why this thing is kicking out. And I've seen it on the PMDG as well. So there must be a parameter. We all thought it's because you haven't, started at the same airport where you stopped. But it's not that. It's definitely not that. We definitely stopped here last night. So somewhere there's something influencing it. And according to what I understand, the moment you've got a white light on any one of your IRSs, that thing should take. But I don't know. It's not working every time. Sometimes it does. That's the funny thing. Right, gents, I've got flight level 310 as a matter of interest. Hello, Umar. Jeffrey, she can, but I prefer to use her the way I use her. In other words, very limited. She's got an older generation SOP built in, and she's really good. She does everything for you. You can actually let her do both captain and, well, let me put it this way, pilot flying and pilot monitoring jobs. But I only use her for the things that you see on my stream, because otherwise she tends to mess me around because my SOP is slightly different to hers, Good morning, Steve. Alex, you're supposed to be able to turn it on before. The original requirement was you need to have alignment in progress. Once you are set in those buttons, you should be able to switch it on. And the thing is, I keep on forgetting to ask Zibo the actual parameters now, because he tends to keep the technology up with the latest technology. So if that is something that Boeing changed in the last, I don't know, year, call it a year, then obviously, it's changed. But in the old FCOMs and stuff, you can go check. It's one white and your damper should come on. So obviously it will come on once alignment has happened. But even flight deck to sim, Sam had a comment on that in one of his streams, but I've never taken it further. I must actually just remember to ask him. There's got to be a logical rule of some sorts. Yeah, not the report I saw from him. He was actually querying it. He said it should work differently. So anyway, let's not argue about that. Like I say, something could have changed and I'm not aware of it.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded.
Yeah, well, me too nowadays, mostly. Some days I get lucky. Some days it does take it, but mostly it doesn't. Right, VOR, 1139, 1139. Oh, please ask him. If Sasso pops in, we can ask him as well. I can always go find his report that we're referring to now as well, if we really have to. But yeah, 100%, Alex, 100%. That'll be appreciated. I just keep on forgetting to ask Zibo. Maybe once I'm in the air, I'll write Zibo a little note, just ask him for clarity, because, like I say, he likes to keep, on top of everything. What was that? 1139, 1139. I'm already setting up if we need the ILS for, what's it, runway 23. So 11130. LIMJ. And we are... Hello, Ranky. One 017 was not a bad guess. Jeffrey, that problem started with NVIDIA in October 22. So since October 22, certain chipsets, and it doesn't affect everybody, so we know it's not a Zibo code as such problem, right? Certain chipsets with NVIDIA drivers just wanted to work that way, and there's nothing we can do at this point in time. Payload 64, right, so that's, no, fuel is 64, payload 19, well, that's fine. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, good old days, huh? 6, perfect. We're going 310.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
You know what I never did was I never made a note. 3 speeds. 150. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Departure runway 10. Transition level 80. Wind 050 degrees 11 knots. KVK. Temperature 122.3. KONER 1017 hectopascal. You have received ITC information, Bravo.
Right.
This is Genoa ITC information, Bravo, time 0804 Zulu. Arrival runway 10. Departure runway 10. Transition level 80. Wind 050 degrees 11 knots. KVK. Temperature 2.3. KONER 1017 hectopascal. You have received ITC information, Bravo.
Thank you so much. All right, let's see.
Five Foxtrot departure, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 2562 for Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, feedback is correct.
Yep.
Skymatix 356, holding for further taxi instructions.
Skymatix 356, confirm you have the company traffic in sight.
Guess who's on ATC?
See, the company traffic is actually behind me.
Okay, Skymatix 356, roger. You are clear, taxi holding point Bravo, runway 10, via November and Alpha.
Hakan?
Cleared holding point Bravo, runway 10, via November and Alpha, Skymatix 356.
Sir,
What did you send me here?
this guy is help desk of IVO on Discord.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Genoa Tower, good morning. Skymatix 001, stand 303, information Bravo on board, type Bravo 738, requesting IFR clearance to Olbia.
Skymatix 001, very good morning to you, sir. Information Bravo correct, QNH 1017. Clear destination Olbia, runway 10, UNITA 5 Foxtrot, initial altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 5362.
Squawk 5362, initial altitude 5,000 feet, runway 10, UNITA 5, Foxtrot departure, QNH 1017, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, readback is correct.
Salvatore. Remember that old saying, you've got friends in high places? It's nice to know the ATC.
Genoa Tower, Skymatix 052, ready for pushback.
Ground at cockpit, tow is driving up.
Skymatix 052, pushback and startup approved, facing west.
Pushback approved, facing west. Skymatix 052.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
I only saw your comments now. Yeah.
Okay, all doors and exits are closed. Ready to connect.
Ready for before start checklist.
Tower Skymatix 280, sir. We have an issue
with the pushback truck, we cannot move the truck from our front wheel, so I have to do something. I disconnect and come back later. Skymatix 280.
Wait, Axel, wait. Can you hear me?
Okay, Skymatix 280, no problem for me. You just reconnect when you can.
Axel.
Yes, Nico.
Go, don't press your button. Press plugins at the top. Go to show plugin admin, and just go untick
anyway,
the better pushback.
Skymatix 280 from tower. At the moment, you can remain connected, maintain position. There is no traffic next to you.
So next to better pushback, you'll see there's a tick box that says enable. Just tick it. It should take it away.
Okay, Nico.
Thank you.
Okay. You're broadcasting on channel, by the way. Anyway, I'm going back downstairs. Sorry, tower.
Genoa Tower, Skymatix 356, holding at Bravo.
Skymatix 356, confirm ready for departure.
Skymatix 356, ready for departure.
Skymatix 356, runway 28, clear for takeoff, wind 050 degrees, 10 knots.
Skymatix 356, cleared for takeoff. You did say runway 28, but I think it's runway 10.
Affirm, my mistake, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff.
Tower Skymatix 280, we are in business again, sir. We are turning at the moment on mic, and we'll wait for your taxi instructions. Skymatix 280.
Okay, Skymatix 280, you are clear, taxi, holding point Bravo, runway 10, via November and Alpha.
Clear to the holding point, runway 10, via November and Alpha, Skymatix 280. Thank you, sir.
Tower, Skymatix 04, we are ready for push and start.
Skymatix 04 from stand 107, pushback and startup approved, facing south.
Facing south, thank you, sir. Skymatix 04.
And Skymatix 04, if you can, after pushback, pull ahead a beam stand 107, so we left the boss clear on stand 303 for push.
Roger that, I'll see what I can do with that, Skymatix 04.
And Skymatix 001, ready for push and start.
Skymatix 001, Roger, stand by 1 minute. Company traffic pushing from stand 107.
Standing by 001.
Tower, Skymatix 04, I am just busy setting up for the pushback, so if Nico is ready, Skymatix 001 can push.
Wonderful. Skymatix 001 for the friend Nico from stand 303. Pushback, startup approved, facing south.
Pushback, startup approved, facing south. Thank you, Tower, and thank you, Kevin. I'm enjoying this.
Start engines.
What's that?
Skymatix 04, in this case, your pushback clearance is
What are you
cancelled.
enjoying?
Call me back when
I'm
ready for
enjoying
push.
the flight and the tower and the ATC and
Roger.
whatever. I'm enjoying everything that's happening.
Okay.
Genoa Tower, Skymatix 356, airborne, passing 1,400 feet.
Start number 2 engine.
Skymatix
Start number
356,
3
Roger. You can monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a wonderful day.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, and thank you very much for the service. It was great.
Pleasure.
And Tower, Skymatix 052, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 052, taxi, holding point Bravo, runway 10, via Mike, left November, right on Alpha.
So taxi to holding point Bravo for runway 01 via Mike, left November right and Alpha, Skymatix 052.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Tommy, remind me when I'm in the air. I want to tell you something about AVS, okay? Just remind me. It's a bit busy now, but remind me in the air.
Flaps 5 set.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
25 and 2.
Tower Skymatix 280, holding short runway 10.
Skymatix 280, confirm ready for departure.
Ready for departure 280.
Skymatix 280, runway 10, clear for takeoff, wind 050 degrees, 10 knots.
We are cleared for takeoff, Skymatix 280.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Tommy, it does show the taxiways. I'll show you just now. And that we're going to have to do on the ground quickly. So I'll show you. It works.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed and signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Right, so Control Shift and M is my airport navigator shortcut, right? So I've got Control Shift page up and page down to zoom in, zoom out, and then the arrows I set up so that I can actually move in a direction, you know. So then what you do is Control Shift R is the parkings and Control Shift T.
Flaps
Oh
5
crap.
set.
I pressed E. I've just killed the engines. What did I do? What does Control Shift E do?
Control Shift
Tower
E is the
Skymatix 001. We just lost our engine, so we'll be back with you shortly. So Skymatix 04 can push back.
I hope you didn't lose.
Skymatix 001,
FMS.
Roger, report
FMS.
when ready for taxi.
Will do. We'll report ready, sir. Okay, so let me just concentrate on one. Okay.
Now, 04, you ready for push?
Tommy, as Murphy would have it, this
04, yes,
flippin'
fully
airport
ready.
doesn't show taxiways, but in
Skymatix
general, it's
04,
Control
pushback,
Shift T
setup
and
is
Control
approved
Shift
facing
R,
south.
and that's how you
Pay
enable these
attention,
things.
company traffic on November, beam stand 112.
The funny thing is...
Facing south and
Hmm?
we'll pay
Go ahead,
attention to
sorry.
traffic
No, the
behind,
funny thing is that
Skymatix
last night when we came in here, this thing worked. Okay, so I don't know what's the difference now between today and yesterday. I don't know. Let me now see. I've disconnected. I've broken something serious because this is not just a question of
Flaps 5
engines
set.
going off. The engines are actually running. I destroyed something in the background.
280,
What the hell is Control
airborne
Shift E?
after 34. You can monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8. Have a good day.
Auto start engines running.
Thank you for the ATC, sir. Wish you a nice day, Skymatix 280.
Is ATC Sasso?
Yes.
014.
No, Tommy, don't worry about it. It's not your fault.
Skymatix 014,
Okay, we got it back.
pushback, startup approved, facing west.
It's okay. We're back in business. It basically tripped my generators. That's all it did. So, thank goodness we're back in business. At our Skymatix 001, we managed to sort the problem. So, after company traffic, Skymatix 4 will be taxiing or ready to taxi as well.
Skymatix 001, Roger. As number 2 on November, follow the company traffic. You are clear for taxi to holding point Bravo, runway 10, via November, then Alpha.
Holding point Bravo via November, then Alpha following company traffic, Skymatix 001. Okay, so I don't know, man. You know, Murphy's Law. This thing is supposed to have the actual taxiways. It had it last night because that's how I figured out where I was and was supposed to go. We'll test it closer to the runway where I initiated it last night. Let's see if it works. Okay, but the big trick with this airport navigator is, number one, not all the keys, the keyboard keys are set up for you. You really need to go and set up the keys that you want. Like, for instance, this Control Shift M to bring it up or take it away, and then also, you know, to zoom in and out and to move left and right and up and down. These things are not just set. It's something that you need to go and do yourself. Once that's done, it's a question of just pressing the right button, eh? And I've killed that Control Shift E just for interest sake. I don't want that ever again. Thank you very much. I did check it, yes, Christer. I always check the failure section purposefully, because anything can happen and it gets, you know, re-enabled from Laminar's side, and we don't want that. So I do check it. And I am flying R2 this morning, the latest explained. So
Tower
I had to check.
Skymatix 052 at holding point Bravo, configured ready for takeoff.
Okay.
Skymatix 052, roger. Runway 10, clear for takeoff. Wind 060 degrees, 12 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 04, we are ready for taxi.
Skymatix 04, taxi holding point Bravo, runway 10, November, right on Alpha.
November and right onto Alpha for Bravo for 10, Skymatix 04.
Skymatix 04, 2020 decided not to turn me. Request disconnect tug and push from where I am.
Skymatix 014, that's no problem for me. You can hold the position. You have two company traffic taxiing on your right. Hold position and call me when ready for taxi.
Hold position, called when ready for taxi. Skymatix 014.
Christer, it's supposed to read the taxiway names from the actual WED design, you know, the airport design APT file, whatever. It's just funny, you know, now that I want to show it, it's not working. Then the only difference between yesterday and this morning is now I'm using your software versus yesterday I used the default software. So I'm not sure if that's got an influence on it. We'll have to test it, you know. Yes, yes. Exactly, sir. You know, I don't need to use my GPS because Kevin is there. He's doing the GPS work for me. Enjoy, David.
Yeah, thanks, Nico.
Skymatix 014, ready for taxi.
Starting engine still, Skymatix 014.
The 014, no problem, report when ready.
Report when ready.
Skymatix 052, airborne at 40, monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good day.
And thank you, monitor 122.8. Have a great day also. Catch you again Skymatix 052.
Yeah, so Christer, I'm not sure if your design work that you do switches something off that this airport navigator is looking for. I don't know what the dependency is, but when we land at Olbia, we need to check it, because that, as far as I know, is not an updated scenery. So then we can check, and then you can maybe just do a comparison between the two sets, you know, see what would have, you know, been a requirement that's no longer there or something like that.
Nico,
Yeah.
I heard that the German surname is my fart. I mean Fahart.
Yeah, you get different versions of it.
Yes. Did you see the Skymatix chat?
Nope.
Look at my name, new name.
Skymatix 04
I
at
can't now, I'm
Bravo,
busy.
we are fully ready.
Okay.
Skymatix 04, runway 10, clear for takeoff, wind 030 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff, thank you, sir. Skymatix 04.
Before takeoff procedure.
014 for taxi.
Skymatix 014, taxi holding point Bravo, runway 10, by November and Alpha.
Holding point Bravo, runway 10, via November and Alpha. Skymatix 014.
Before takeoff procedure
We understand. No, Tommy, that's cool. Yeah, and we just discovered it by
Ready for
chance,
before
you know.
takeoff
How many
checklist.
times have we discovered things by chance? It just happens. Ooh, my old short point was there at the back. Oops. Yeah, Tower Skymatix 001 ready for departure.
Skymatix 001, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, line up and wait. Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 4, airborne at 43, monitor Unicom 122.8. Have a good day.
122.8 for Skymatix 04. Thank you for the coverage, sir. It was wonderful. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Christer, I received your message. I think we need to debate it. I don't think it's an easy answer, that one, because I hear what you're saying and it makes sense what you are saying. But yeah, let's debate it after the stream. It's not important on the stream. We don't want to get into that now. But let's talk about it. Let's get a couple of guys together. Tommy can maybe join us here as well. You know, we get a couple of different opinions, you know, and then we debate it. No, it's not easy. No.
Skymatix 001, runway 10, clear for takeoff, wind 050 degrees, 8 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, Skymatix 001.
Stabilized.
Toga. So we've got a crosswind coming from the left, so we're going to roll into it with the ailerons and kick with the right foot to just balance it out a little bit. Try and keep that center line.
Rotate.
Sure, okay.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Come on, Day. Yeah, that kicked out Rob earlier when we lost the generators, and I only noticed it now. So that's why I quickly started spinning that knob.
Skymatix 001 Airborne 46, monitor Unicom 122.8. Ciao.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day. Thank you for ATC. We'll monitor Unicom 122.8, Skymatix 001. Okay, this is interesting. I don't have lights. Look. Oh, I can't see them. I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm following, you know, the line, but I ain't seeing anything. No buttons. And I swear they were working on the ground. But you see, after that generator failure thing, anything can now bloomin' be wrong.
1000 to level off.
Good morning, good morning. No, this is still version 4.0. There's no new version available yet, but it is the latest version of X-Plane. This is now 4R2. Yes, 4R2.
Approaching transition.
This is now going to force me to do another flight also to actually test and see whether it was me that sabotaged it or if it is now a problem again with something. Hi.
Transition altitude.
Okay, Krister. 100%, yeah, we can talk later.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Morning, Tower. How are you?
Oh, good. You?
No, I'm okay. Thanks, man. Thank you for the service this morning.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. It's nice that Genoa airport also has a taxiway and stuff. Quite nice.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know what happened to John, but I was able to listen to him, but he was not able to listen to me on eVail. So I don't know. Maybe he has something wrong with the configuration.
Yeah, every now and then with the Windows update, his system, just like mine and many other guys, we lose our ability.
Yeah,
the configuration just dies.
True.
You know, I've been in IT all my life. I'm almost 50 years old now, and when I look at the way the new generation IT guys do things, you know, speaking specifically about Microsoft / Logitech on my system. For the life of me, I cannot understand why they would change the hardware ID when they update the software. And that's exactly what's happening on my system. Every time.
Yeah, because then he made a mess.
Yeah, because now none of the add-ons knows where the sound card is because the hardware ID has been abandoned. You know,
Okay.
and I'm thinking a bit further, and I'm thinking behind the scenes, what kind of a mess are they creating in Microsoft, in the registry or wherever, with all these broken links that are flying all over that's not useful anymore.
Yeah.
And it's so stupid. I just don't understand it.
Yeah. So, in Olbia,
I have runway 23 selected.
Yeah, the wind is 2306, so it makes sense.
Nice, Alex. I swear, it's like these people want to reinvent the wheel. Oh, the previous guy didn't do the wheel good enough. Let's make a new wheel. We'll put 3 spokes instead of 4. And they think it's going to be different. I swear, it's weird.
I think it is the world sort of no longer hires on competency. We're going to get more of this, so just brace yourself.
Oh, they're going to hire a bunch of idiots. Well, they're already.
Yeah. They are all in place,
Sasso,
man.
Sasso, I cannot divulge too much, but I watched a video this morning about a person that has now been appointed as the head of an agency. Obviously, it's a political appointee.
Yeah.
You need to watch that. I'll disclose it to you guys here in private. I cannot say this in public. It will kill my account. They'll throw me off YouTube. But it's exactly what they're talking about. This guy, no. Yeah.
Yeah, with no clue what they do, but just there for political reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must actually see if I can find that video and share it here with you guys so you can see. It's one of those facepalm moments in life and you go, oh. Did you see, by the way, the FAA is now allowing guys with heart problems up to the point where you need a pacemaker. You can actually fly now.
Really?
Yeah. So usually I can't remember what they call the score. You had to be like a number 1, no higher than a 1. Up to 2 means you've got like a heart murmur or something, and up to 3, the moment you reach 3, you need to wear a pacemaker. And pilots were never allowed to fly if they had
With
a
the
score of more than
pacemaker,
1. Yeah. Now they've gone through 2 and they're at 3 now, and they can still fly. So now they do that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, Alex, now I know the new shift of IT guys. I swear, I don't know, man. You know what's the saddest part of it all is most of those guys, trained themselves in their room, between midnight and 5 a.m. kind of a thing, playing a game, and then the game doesn't work, and then they need to troubleshoot the PC to get the game to work, and that's how they got into IT. Amazing. They know a couple of tricks. And that's it. There's no depth of knowledge.
So, man, it's been a pleasure. I managed to be part of this streaming. I will just go. Have a wonderful day. I will try to be around in the afternoon.
New cappuccino.
Cappuccino, yes.
Yeah, you need
That's
to
the one.
watch this movie or video on YouTube. Cappuccino Nusret.
Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasso, have a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you for stopping
Yeah.
by.
It was a pleasure. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Is anybody watching my stream here on Discord, or can I close it? Because I don't see anybody watching it. I'm just going to close it. It's flickering in my eyes here. It's really hurting my eyes. I'm just closing it. It's not important that we stream it here. Right, so we are nicely on our way. It's our little train.
To level off.
That's funny, Alex. I was once almost fired because I understood DOS better than my colleagues. And I got into some serious trouble. I was put on the red carpet and I had to explain myself in front of everybody at the office. And the bottom line is those guys didn't know DOS. They didn't know what HIMEM and all these other functions were. And they got confronted with my heavily modified systems out in the field. And they got angry because, didn't know what was happening. And then I got a nice letter telling me I'm not allowed to use those functions anymore and we must leave the auto exec file and all those things, the config files as is, we're not allowed to touch it. So many years ago, many years ago. I wonder if those guys ever amounted to anything in their lives. But Tommy, if you have a minute after the stream, just stick around. I just want to quickly tell you something that Christer told me regarding the taxiways and things, okay? But we must try and then debate this sometime this afternoon and just get a feeling of what we want and how we want to handle everything now. Well, yeah, I will be quick. I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to quickly mention what he said. Well, yeah, it's the same. Alex, you're correct. It's the same with all of life. You know, if there's a better way of doing it, why not embrace it? The big problem is people don't like change. People don't like reading. I mean, it's just a fact. People don't like studying. They don't like to change out of their comfort zone. You know, they've got to a point where now they're making money with what they're doing and they're happy and they're comfortable and, you know, and then you come with a new thing. I can mention many, many things in my life where I had to give up, not because I wanted to give up, but because the customers simply rejected the change. They just didn't want it. I'm sitting in a situation now with a customer, in fact, 2 customers now, where we desperately want to move them into the new age of IT and technology, and they want to run like 20 years ago, you know? What do you do? Happens. Good morning, Neil. Welcome. Well, they stop off descent, so I suppose I need to start planning or doing something, eh? So far, so good, my friend. We had a bit of a scare in the beginning. You know, I pressed Control-Shift-E, and here's a tip for you. Go and unassign that stupid button, please. Just get rid of it, because it killed my generators here. Gave me a bit of a scare, but we figured it out soon enough.
Olbia traffic, Skymatix 052 on descent to Olbia, runway 23 via the BATOX 4 Bravo Star. Skymatix 052, Olbia traffic.
Oh, the weather is playing up again. Look at this. We're supposed to be on standard, right? So that's supposed to be fairly standard and secure. Look, that's jumping. Yeah, Neil, it was, for a moment there, I was totally stumped, you know, what on earth happened? Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Those pressure changes are crazy behind the scenes. Look. Yeah.
Are you flying over the vent of a volcano or something like that?
It feels like it, but I'm just slightly behind you. So I don't have a volcano in this area, I promise.
No.
I know you're joking. No, I'm just saying. Easy. Yeah, this is the third time I've had it in a flight. But we all now know that it is our buddies there at LR that needs to fix that. So not much we can do about it except just point it out and go, ooh. Can tell you one thing for the rest of the story about Zink. What a game changer. Man, the simulator of mine just runs so pretty, so nicely. I'm really impressed. I haven't seen the changelog for R2 yet, the new version that came out now overnight of X-Plane. I tried up until the stream started to find it. I couldn't find it, so we're still waiting. But it would be interesting to see what exactly prompted them to actually do an R2.
Approach top of descent.
Ouch, Neil. Okay, no problem. Ah. Yeah, unfortunately with aviation, 1 second loss of concentration can have very bad consequences. Eh?
Olbia, traffic Skymatix V56 established on RLS for runway 23.
Yeah, yeah. Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Tommy says I must remind you to set the ILS course.
I did. I've changed my route. I was going to come in on 05, and then I was informed everybody's coming on 23, so I've changed for 23.
No, I saw that. All I'm saying is Tommy sent me with a message. He said you must remember to set your ILS course, and you said you did. So my job's done.
Bless you. Thank you.
Your job's done, Nico.
There you go, Tommy. You're welcome. I see Uncle John is flying against the stream here. And hey, Gerald, let me show you guys. Look, there, everybody's going that direction. There's Uncle John. So he's obviously going to turn around and slot himself in probably here between, that's Kevin and David. Yeah, and then I'm just behind them. So we'll have to see, eh? There's Reggie coming also. Yeah, the messenger didn't get shot.
Olbia, traffic Skymatix V56 located runway 23.
Yep, as we expected. Look, look. He's turned around. He's coming. There he is. On his way back. Jarl, did you read the install guide? That's the first question. Because the install guide has certain prerequisites that need to be in place, like C++ that needs to be up to date. If you're on a Mac, obviously it doesn't count, but on PC you need C++. It needs to be up to date. All right. Then the next thing you need to understand, if you read through the Discord here or the forum or wherever, we've said it a couple of dozen times now. The new Zibo will only work on the new explained betas. So from Zibo Mod version 3.55, early access 3.6. Those 3.6 and backward are all compatible with old Explain 12. The Explain 12 has significantly changed now that Zibo had to make the changes for 3.7 and onwards in the Zibo mod, that it's no longer compatible with the old models. So you have to enable betas and you have to get yourself up to the latest model, and as you can see, it works. So those are the prerequisites. If you look in Discord and you go to the top, on the left-hand side, there is, almost at the top, there's a room called Zibo Updates. If you go in there, it gives you the release notes. And in there, the prerequisite is also mentioned. From a certain point onward, you need a certain type of Zibo, and previous, you need a different type. So you got to pay attention to those things, and then it will work. I mean, mine's flying, everyone else is flying them. So somewhere you just missed something, and it's most likely that one of those things mentioned.
Olbia traffic, Skymatix 052, established ILS, runway 23, T-mile final,
Flight level 100.
Olbia traffic.
Landing lights switches on.
I'm going to have to slow down a bit. There's Kevin just ahead of me. Môre Hendrik. Hoop jy het lekker geslaap. Yeah, give it a bash, Gerald. You're not going to know unless you go check, okay? And then just make sure you follow all the recommendations we put in those release notes. Yeah, I saw the picture. I gave it a thumbs up there. Yeah. Man, that really looks so nice. If I didn't have the honeycomb already, I would probably invest in one of those.
Approaching transition.
Wow, that is a bargain.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Old Kevin is slowing down, I suppose. So I'm going to have to really start slowing down. Hallo, Owen. Goeiemôre.
Flaps 5 set.
No problem. Sleep is important. Right, so why is my speed brake not arming? Oh, the lights are dead, that's why. Forgot. Stupid lights. And there's Uncle John in front of Kevin. Ooh, that is tight. They're gonna have to make a plan at the bottom there.
Flaps 15 set.
Olbia traffic, Skymatix 052, runway vacated. Olbia traffic.
So for those of you that joined late, I'm not sure if this is an actual bug now again. None of my indicator lights, these green LED lights are showing. Nothing here works. So I had a bit of a mishap. I pressed Control Shift and E for echo in the beginning of the flight, just after pushback, and that tripped my generator. So I was able to restart, well, continue the flight basically, and just restart from where I was by just enabling the generators again. But since then, the lights are dead. So I'm not sure if that is what killed the lights or what exactly it is, but something killed them. Something broke them completely. Yeah, I'm thinking it's just that silly incident. Because it was working yesterday perfectly, no problem. The only other thing that could have broken it is R2, but then I suppose some of you guys would have had the same, and no one reported it, it's just me.
1000 to level off.
Olbia traffic, Skymatix 04 established, ILS 23, we are on a 11-mile final.
Erwin, he is on our Discord, and he must literally just pop in when he's ready, when there are people that can help him, you know. He did ask the question on Discord as well, so yeah, it's not for a lack of trying. Hello Steve, welcome back. It is always better, you know, to do it with voice and with visuals. Always better. Problem is, a lot of the guys come in overnight when a lot of us are sleeping, you know. I mean, Paul was on duty, my time, almost 3 a.m. this morning trying to help the other guy, and Paul is in the UK, so it was like 1 a.m. for him, you know, trying to help somebody. So it's not for a lack of trying from our side either. The guys must just try and get there when we are there, or one of us are there, or somebody's there.
Localizer capture.
.2.
What's 3.2?
I've got 2.9. Oh, we're doing the formation landing here, Nico.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
You missed him.
Who's going to land first?
Check
Kevin.
this.
Oops.
I've never seen
Someone's
this
catching up again there.
One's going to land on the left hand of the runway, the other one's going to land on the right side of the runway.
Taxiway, emergency. Is it a big impression of the space shuttle?
What's happened to Kevin? He's leveled off.
He's underneath.
Glide slope capture.
You should have. I wanted to show that to you. Now it only came up too late, but you should have seen it. The aircraft are literally on top of each other. Oh well. That's Uncle John landing. Kevin, you landing?
Kevin, what's happened?
No idea. That was close.
I'm on the. Sorry, I forgot I was on there. Push to talk. Yeah, I lost control of the airplane completely. I don't know what's happened. It's locked itself out.
Oh no! You probably had wake turbulence. Wake turbulence.
Ah, could have been, yeah, something like that. And it's just, but I'm on the ground anyway. It's clear for you to land, Nico.
I'm on my way.
I see you going to the workshop, Kevin.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Sorry, I wish I could have shown that to you earlier. It just started showing in the broadcast software just way too late. Anyway.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
He's on the ground. One of my real world pilot buddies always used to say to his mother he's going to fly, and then she would say to him, please just don't crash. And he always used to say to her, Mom, I cannot go further than the ground. Don't worry about it. You know? And it seems like Kevin met the ground today.
Yeah, I was watching that just here, and he appeared to come up short.
Yeah. I think what happened was he picked up on the wake turbulence there. Those two aircraft were just too close to each other. And the funny thing is the wake turbulence is not simulated very well usually, you know, and it tends to literally roll the aircraft there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just watching it at the end. The sim put up like a big cloud of dust at the far end. You couldn't see him for the trees.
Oh,
but
goodness.
Yeah.
Olbia traffic Skymatix 001, short finals runway 23.
500, clear to land runway 23.
Approaching decision height, 400.
Minimums.
300.
The scenario, no. Nothing changed.
200.
All the same.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Brake up. Reverse unlocked.
Absolutely. On my AMD system, I've got like 3 times the performance. It is unbelievably good what it did for me. Spectacularly good.
60 knots.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, IVEO doesn't have a weather engine, so I'm not sure if they would put anything like a data ref through or something. I don't know, my friend. You got me, Scotsman. I was just making a suggestion. Thank you, guys. Thank you. No, the iPad didn't change. The only reason it would look different is if you do not comply with our instructions when you do the installation. The latest Zibo mod needs the latest Explain beta. So if you update your Explain, you'll be good to go. Exactly the same as always. But from version 3.6 up to version 3.7 needs 2 different versions of Explain. The new Explain kills the old system, and the old Explain is not compatible with the new Zibo. So you got to read the release notes and stick to what we tell you to do there, then you'll be fine. Into 70. Well, look at my FPS. My FPS is like high 50s almost all the time now, you know, so I've got my sliders quite high, you know, and it doesn't affect me in the slightest. It's like a smooth experience. I'm loving it. VA server is rejected. No matching user. Okay, I need to go and check that. That is interesting. Okay. All right. I think I found out why. Damn it. No, you're welcome to ask questions. Don't ever be shy to ask questions. That's why I'm here for. If we don't ask questions, it will be a boring flight anyway. Right, experience team. Yeah. Well, in Steam, okay, you need to right-click on Explain, go to Properties, look for betas and enable betas. Okay, then it will run the update for you. And basically, if you start it, you'll be ready to go. Okay, so unless that has happened, then obviously you didn't update. You're on the wrong version. So you need to go enable the betas that way. Exactly. No, exactly. You're right, Scotsman. It feels like another new PC in another month, you know, in 2 months' time. Right, so have a look. See, Reggie. Where is Mr. Reggie? He's almost here. There's Reggie. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Well, I've been working with Zibo since March of 2017, so you can go work that out. This is our 6th year now that we've been working together. In the beginning, I wasn't working very closely with him. I was more working with Jorge and so on. But, I mean, I've come a long way with the Zibo now. Ah. There we go. Oh, there's Reggie. He's made it. Yes. Did you guys see that spike in the IVEO? It looked like he did a cartwheel there. It's amazing. This network can sometimes go funny.
Shutdown procedure complete.
Yeah, I
Ready for
jumped on the
shutdown
Zibo
checklist.
very quickly. He released it in December 2016, and I started flying with it almost like day one, and so on. And then it was about March or so, I met Jorge, and things just went from there. I think it was about then. Doesn't matter.
Flaps up and set.
But it was definitely in March that I started doing support on it and helping everyone else, and slowly getting involved in the whole business. Good old days. Good old days. It's not part of the delivery, no. You've got to download the skins separately for the bezel for the EFB. Yeah. Are we moving upstairs, David? Arkan?
What? Okay.
Yep, okay.
Gentlemen,
Okay,
thank you for the flight.
Hello? Oh, no, mine's 103. Let's go outside.
I just downloaded the new NVIDIA graphics driver a couple of days ago. Difference in frames.
Can't turn this bloody thing.
What's not turning? Zibo?
XP11, isn't it, Nico?
What?
Reggie.
Oh.
Sorry? I didn't catch that. Sorry?
He's saying that you're using Explain 11.
No, I mean 2020.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is default scenery, but I've got orthos here. So when you look at this, oh, Tommy, look at this, Check, there we have the taxiway. So Control Shift and T puts up and takes away the taxiways, and then R is for your parking bays. See? Nice. Anyway.
Well, I've got my pick, Nico.
Okay, good. I wanted to show more orthos, but that's about the best I can do without getting problems with clouds and stuff. Yes, okay, let's talk AVS. There's two things you need to know about AVS.
Tell us about the AVS.
Sorry?
Tell us about the AVS.
Yeah, I'm about to. Then you rudely interrupt me like that, man. Yo.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Sorry, I'll give it. I'm going to have an Omar and sit in a corner on my own.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so AVS. This is AVS, gentlemen. This is the airport visual system. So let me just get here. LIEO. All right, so what it does is it's basically a GPS for the ground service, okay? So if you want to taxi somewhere, you can actually map your taxiway sometimes. You see, even this thing has got its little quirks. You see, this one doesn't even have taxiways, whereas now the other one has. At the previous airport, it was the different way around. So basically, for you to get this to work in Explain 12, there's like a little workaround that is on the AVS forum. So if you go into Google and you type Flight Factor Airport Visual System Forum, it'll take you to the explain.org site where they've got their forum, and there's a little workaround where you've got to go and do a couple of things to make it compatible. That's the one thing. The other thing is then, I believe it's from the same forum. I'll show you just now. You get this. This is a new thing that Flight Factor introduced. Let me grab the right one, display capture. All right. So you get this from Flight Factor, and all your Flight Factor products are now listed in here. So when there's an update available like now, you see there, you can obviously opt in if you want to be on the beta track or the stable track, whatever. You see, then all I do now is I click on the update button. It then updates it for me. So going back to everyone, you'll see AVS is part of it. So I'm not sure if they have already done the compatibility changeover, that I don't know about it. But if it's not compatible yet, you just have to go and do that little, I think it's 3 or 4 steps that you have to do. And there's something that you have to copy and put in a specific place. Then you basically make AVS X-Plane 12 compatible. And then you get this updater, and then, you know, you keep it up to date. And at some point in time, obviously, if they haven't done it, it will switch over and become native, you know, X-Plane 12 compliant. And literally all you're going to do is use this thing as a GPS. It's a pity now, you know, that it doesn't give us the taxiways, because literally you can click between these points and you draw a little line. If you scroll back to the beginning of my stream where I started taxi in Genoa, you will be able to see the taxi lines and things, you know, the way I drew it out. You'll see it in the beginning of the stream. This airport doesn't support that. Whereas now with this one, believe it or not, Genoa didn't support the taxiways here, but this one does. So, you know, go figure. Linking computers, you know. And that's the whole idea, you know, behind it all. Hendrik, it's not really comparable to Navigraph. In the other one, in this one, there is a Navigraph setting. I have absolutely no idea what it does. Okay, I've never read the manual. I've never gone in there. I've never checked. Okay, so what I perceive is you'll probably get the Navigraph charts in here, and it will superimpose the aircraft on it. Okay, as you can see, I haven't logged in. I haven't set it up properly. Right, I'll attend to that later. It's not important. Just now I give my key code away again, or my password, and then I'm in trouble again, you know. So, but yeah, and there is this interface with it. So yeah. It's a nice little ground service GPS, that's all. Yeah, because like you see now, Tommy, the one works at the one airport, the other one works at the other airport, and now you've got to jump between them, you know. So anyway, let me quickly tell you what Christer said for the benefit of everybody else in the stream as well. Christer with his airports, like what we have had with LIMJ. Christer apparently removes the taxiways because of all of the nodes, and he does it to save VRAM. And that is why the other program, this Airport Navigator, does not read the taxiways, because there aren't any taxiways left to read. You understand? So how AVS reads it, it probably builds a database at some point in time, and it's still reading off an old database or something. But that's the difference between having Christer scenery and not. So if you look at last night, I had the Airport Navigator working with the default Genoa. This morning I've got Christer's Genoa in. The taxiways were removed, and therefore we can't get taxiways like we get over here, because this is still a default airport and it still contains the taxiways in the APT file. That's the story.
Interrupting you. Yeah, I have to go. So thanks for the company, and I'll catch you later.
Okay, enjoy.
See you, Richie.
Bye-bye.
Lucinario, go check my YouTube channel and check my settings. Make sure you've got similar settings. My authos looks amazing. It's not fully X-Plane 12 compatible, but it's 98% good enough. So that's why I use it. Yes, if you do that in Navigraph, Hendrik, you're completely correct. That is a new feature they brought in with Charts 8. So you can actually taxi that way as well. The difference is obviously now it's not superimposed in your simulator and it's in the separate app, but yeah, it's there. It's definitely there. Okay, so that is what it is. Any other questions, gentlemen?
Anybody that's got Ivory Soft, the taxiways are still there.
Yeah, you see, it uses a different database. And I think that's what AVS also does. AVS creates its own little separate database, whereas Airport Navigator reads directly the APT files. So the debate now consists of, does Krister leave the taxiways, at the cost of VRAM, or does he remove it? And that's something you guys have to think about when we speak to him later. We can all give our opinions. I've only got 3 videos of Ortho in there. So yes, it should be. There's 3 of them, one after another. If it's 2 years ago, it sounds right. It should be that. So those settings are magic.
Music.
Sorry?
Somebody's playing music.
Oh, I can't hear anything. Not yet. Let's have a look. See, I don't know. I've got it and I never use it, so I'll probably have to go through the whole story now of learning how the hell it works, but it is in here somewhere, yeah, follow me is here, so I'll have to probably set it up here. Push back, follow me.
Interesting flight, Nico. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Scotsman, remind me at the next time I fly explain to actually use the follow me car, because I don't want to go through the whole process now. Okay, that's easy. That is easy. What you do, Andrew, is you go to plugins at the top. Let me change this. Hold on. So you go to plugins and then you go to your Avi tab, toggle the tablet, then you have to go to providers, then you have to link your Navigraph account. It will open in the browser. Okay, I'm not going to show you, don't want to share any private information, but basically I'm busy filling in my username and password. I click sign in and then this happens. I'll show you this. Display capture. There, you see, now it asks me, do I want to allow it? And I say yes. All right, now we can close it. Now it's busy doing the login and Navigraph is now enabled. So when we go to Avitab, oops, wrong one, sorry. Avitab Airports, LIEO, you get this little emblem over there, and then that's Navigraph. There you go. There's Navigraph. Easy as. The kids here, they say it's as easy as falling out of a tree. You just let go. That's how easy it is. Next. Oh, the route. No, you can't get the route in there. What I do is there's a video in also in my YouTube channel that I explain how to do it. You use little nav map. I'll quickly show you. So I think you're talking about this thing, obviously. Then, so you need little nav map, and then you build the route in little nav map, and you export it to the Avitab. There's a special export. So you click File, Export. It's a 4.5-minute video on my channel. Just type in, I think, route on Avitab or something to that effect, and you can get it. Kev, I don't use any AI at all. at all. Nothing whatsoever. In terms of the weather, there you have the weather. The reason I get the weather on the Avid tab is I have the NOAA weather plugin from Antonio. This one. When you install Antonio's plugin, it actually gives you the functionality because it writes, this one writes the WX file in your root of your X-plane. What's it called? I think it's called metar.wrx. Once this program writes the metar.wrx, it actually gives the facility to Avitab to read it there. Now, Zibo himself, on his system, he doesn't need that file anymore. He reads directly from X-plane. So you can go to here, requests, weather info, and then we go LIEO. Put it in there and send. Right, so this is now independent. In the old days, prior to version 3.7, so 3.6 and backwards, this also came from Antonio's plugin, from this one. Okay, so Zibo is just split up. He's now reading directly from X-plane, whereas the Avid tab is still dependent on that metar.rwx file. Lucianaro, if you want to fly like a real pilot, you need Navigraph desktop charts because that's how it works in the real world. That's Jefferson charts. I don't see any other way around it. I'm sure you can get away with it if you don't have it, but there's kind of no point. I mean, everything we do in terms of navigation really needs a chart, and you need to have the current air rack to be able to fly according to the correct routes. You know, routing is going to be a challenge if you don't have those things. You're welcome, Andrew. Yeah, I've decided, Kev, against AI. A lot of the guys here use AI. I have no love and affinity for it, so I skip it. If I want to see other guys, I come fly IVO or VATSIM, you know. Exactly, Scotsman. Yeah, it's a nice feature to have. If you make your little maps like that, it really helps. It's nice. That's a nice to have. Yep, once you have Navigraph, you won't go back. It's going to be very difficult without it. Next question. Secure procedure. Let's get her to shut down everything.
Secure procedure.
Hardly ever run this procedure. I just bail out right here, and what she does next is her problem. They say it's 42. Yeah, I also saw that. Our little nav map is amazing. I love it. Okay, Hendrik. You're welcome, Tommy. I'm just going to wait until this lady's finished, and then I'm going to say goodbye and close the stream. Man, we had an owl on the next door neighbor's roof, and the birds in the area here went berserk, hey, Scotsman. For like 3/4 of an hour, you couldn't get them to shut up.
Secure procedure complete.
It was like
Ready for secure checklist.
it was like all the cops in the neighborhood, the bird cops came out, and they were going crazy because of this owl. So I didn't have a chance to sleep late. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me. guys, I'm not going to stream tonight unless Zibo needs me to stream, okay? We're going to have our VA meeting later on. And you guys, if you're interested in joining the VA, the new VA, and or want to upgrade from the old one to the new one, please make sure to be around about 1600 Zulu. There are a couple of things we need to discuss with you guys, and then we'll allow the next bunch of guys access to the VA to come and play with it so long. So try and be here this evening and come lend us your voice and your opinion, please. Yes, 1600 Zulu. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.